NBA on EA Sports marches on. It's round one of the Western Conference playoffs with Game 5 set to tip. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns getting set to match up with the New Orleans Pelicans. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Suns as they enter play. They've been the better team thus far, no question about it. Now they have a chance to advance if they can wrap things up here at home in Game 5.
The one thing we know about playoff basketball, expect the unexpected. How many games come down to the wire, or a performance off the bench, or even a big shot at the end? Every night holds something different, and that's why we love this game so much.
Nance. To McCollum. Has a chance. Deep two there, won't go.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
McCollum into the front court, just underway in an ever-crucial Game 5. He got a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect from in close. JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. Nothing going here on that drive. To Booker. Down to 5 on the 24. For three. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Booker with it. Leads a bucket. McGee powers it through. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
Nance. To Valanciunas. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Mikal Bridges to Booker. To Mikal Bridges. Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. Missed his first. That one goes.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To McCollum. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Paul into the front court. Leads 4. JaVale McGee. Jonas Valanciunas rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Ingram picked up by Paul. Here comes the screen. To McCollum. Short jumper off the mark.
Ooh, I can't believe he didn't get that one to fall. But at the end of the day, he got an open look, and that bodes well for this team.
Short jumper stays out.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Ooh, crisp ball. 2-4 now. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Suns control the possession. JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. To Paul. The Suns with 4 to shoot. To Booker. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2. Devin Booker at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
Nance. The pass set it all up.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Here comes the screen. Paul. Jonas Valanciunas sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To McCollum. Here comes the screen. McCollum in a matchup with Booker. Devin Booker with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Into the front court. It's Booker. 10-6. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Shot from the lane won't go. JaVale McGee to Booker. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
To McCollum. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
It's Phoenix ball. Jonas Valanciunas. Huge block. New blood coming in for both sides. Paul. Jonas Valanciunas. Tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Hayden with the basketball. 14-10 the score. Paul to Mikal Bridges. Short jumper won't fall. Looking to push. Turns and slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Mikal Bridges to Paul. Mikal Bridges. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Pelicans basketball. No good. Defense catching a break there. Hayden to Paul. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Down to 5 on the 24. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
No, great defense there, forcing the pickup.
For NBA playoffs 2022 round games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
So you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Now Paul with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's Pelicans ball. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. End score. Strong take.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Scores from the post. Paul across the timeline. Up by 6. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Whistle stops play. Timeout New Orleans as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Clark, guarded by CP3. For 3. Rebound for Ayton. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Pelicans have the basketball. Shot clock winding down. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Can't connect. Clark with it. Margins 8. Throws it up. Oh, blocked away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 one-round Game 6 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 5 Utah Jazz, Seed 4 Dallas Mavericks.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. New Orleans going to take it up to Valanciunas. Nothing going here on that drive. To McCollum. Fires the three. Rebound Bridges. Booker with it. His team on top by 8. Brandon Ingram snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Valanciunas. Not that time. He misses.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Beyond the arc for 3. Mikal Bridges forced that one. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Shot by Valanciunas off the mark.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Paul, defended by McCollum. C.J. McCollum swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Changes coming from both sides right now. To McCollum. C.J. McCollum. 3 for 6 now.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot. I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. McCollum. That's off the side of the rim, no good. DeAndre Ayton to Payton. JaVale McGee to Paul.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 one-round Game 6 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 7 Minnesota Timberwolves, Seed 2 Memphis Grizzlies.
Back slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Deep 2 there, won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short on the shot.
Nice pass to set things up.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Paul. Not that time. McCollum with the basketball. Down 8. C.J. McCollum. With that, he's 5 for 9.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Here comes the screen. Not that time. Nance. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Now a whistle and a timeout for Phoenix as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Paul. To Mikal Bridges. New Orleans has it. To Valanciunas. Here comes the screen. Valanciunas curling inside. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Paul. JaVale McGee. A fundamental shot right there. To McCollum. Valanciunas to McCollum. Picked up by the Suns.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Paul. Fires the 3. No good. That's great defense. To Valanciunas. To McCollum. Can't connect. Phoenix with it. JaVale McGee. To Paul. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block. 4th this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Paul. JaVale McGee. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
Knocks it down off the step back.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
JaVale McGee to Paul. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. Now 3 for 9.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Knocks down a tough shot. Now a smothering defense.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And he buries it. Paul into the front court. Leads 4. Doesn't get the bounce. A pass stolen by Phoenix. Look out, Devin Booker. He's 2 for 2 now.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
From long range. Off the iron. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Going to launch beyond the arc. That no good. Off the mark.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Surveys the floor. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Here comes the screen. Valanciunas. Able to convert inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
DeAndre Ayton. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Paul with it up top. 2-point advantage. McGee powers it through.
And easy 2. Get back on defense.
New Orleans will take it up. Shot from in close, no good. Chance for Paul. And the rebound, clear by Ingram. Straight on 3, at the buzzer. We have reached the break in this pivotal Game 5. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Suns are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Phoenix Suns. The Pelicans had kept it close after one half. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. These are the guys getting buckets for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Field goals.
This is the type of game fans want to see. Lots of great scoring with no signs of slowing down. More fireworks are sure to come after the halftime break.
Player of the half.
Ayton is doing everything he can on defense to get the win. He's blocking shots, he's getting steals, and he's setting the tone for his team.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
To McCollum. Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Mikal Bridges. McCollum. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Paul. Wide open look, won't go.
When I hear these excuses after games, when coaches are at podium saying, it's hard for us to find our energy back, we couldn't find our aggression back, I wonder whose fault that is, Coach.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Give him 2 points, high percentage.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Old school, backs his man down for the basket.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Into the front court, it's Booker. Our score all even in this third quarter. And he'll go to the foul line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Brandon Ingram has got 2 shots coming. A career 65% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. To Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to Mikal Bridges. Goes to the right side. Booker. This guy can beat anyone straight up. Devin Booker, good closeout, still knocks it down.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Shot won't go. Nance, knocked loose, taken by the Suns. Paul against the Lehigh product. C.J. McCollum sends it away. Ooh, 5 now.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Valanciunas to McCollum. To Valanciunas. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Short jumper won't go down. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
Hayden. To Booker. Mikal Bridges. Paul. Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Lays it up and in.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
DeAndre Ayton, now pass, stolen by the Pelicans.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Scores from the post.
And CJ is a guy that doesn't get the respect that he deserves on a nationwide level. 3 straight seasons averaging over 20 points per game. He's a guy that's automatically in range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Paul. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. That's no good. To McCollum. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. JaVale McGee. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
It's Suns ball. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. Goes to the left side. For three. Can't connect. It's no good. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. McCollum into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Knocks it down off the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Elfrid Payton guarded by McCollum. And the finish at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
McCollum. Rebound Bridges. Payton into the front court. His guys down by 9. They'll get it down to Booker. To Mikal Bridges. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. McCollum with the basketball. His team up by 7. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Mikal Bridges to Booker. Has a look. Just off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Won't go down. McCollum into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Working the outside. To McCollum. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Elfrid Payton. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. C.J. McCollum. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Look out, Devin Booker. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting.
Booker to Paul. The shot almost. to McCollum. Look out, Larry Nance Jr.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. C.J. McCollum pins it. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Oh, he had it. To Valanciunas. JaVale McGee with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Can't connect from in close. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
JaVale McGee. To Booker. Trying to cash in. Look out, Devin Booker. He's now 5 for 6.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Oh, he blocked it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Mikal Bridges trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Curling inside. JaVale McGee sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. Just not going down. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Pelicans have the lead. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
To Paul. JaVale McGee. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Another shot won't go either. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on the and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Devin Booker at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw up and good. A three-point play. It's back to a one-point game. Now Ingram down low and throws it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Valanciunas. Has a look. Can't connect. Paul into the front court. His guys down three. Nothing going here on that drive. Booker to Paul. 5 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. To Valanciunas. No, I missed a short one there. Payton with the basketball. Down three. Booker to Mikal Bridges. Now to Booker down low. Off the assist.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. 4-3. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Booker to Paul. Booker. McGee powers it through.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
No. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Suns with the basketball. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
McCollum. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. They get it down to Ingram. No, the Suns come up with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. McCollum. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Deep 2 there. Won't go. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
To McCollum. You've got to get that one to go. Now Paul with the basketball. Up by 3. To Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To McCollum. Five on the shot clock. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Paul to Mikal Bridges. Paul. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Pelicans basketball. McCollum. Shot clock winding down. C.J. McCollum missed it. Paul across the timeline. Up 5. To Mikal Bridges. Not that time. To McCollum. Screen coming. McCollum. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Goes to the left side. Mikal Bridges. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Trying to cash in. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Time to shuffle things up. Gets it in the right corner. The jumper's off the mark. Paul into the front court. Leads 5 and finishes strong.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Phoenix has the ball. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Paul. Off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Valanciunas.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
McGee, guarded by McCollum. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable. It's Pelicans ball. Nance. Passed it off. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper. Just erase it all.
Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
To McCollum. Shot by Ingram misses. To Paul. Nice pass to get things going.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
To Valanciunas. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Suns control the possession. Jonas Valanciunas with the block. Make that 7.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Fires the 3. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
To Paul. Mikal Bridges. Beyond the arc for 3. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Booker with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Paul. Oh, he had him there for a second. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Off the iron. It came out to McCollum. Spins and scores.
Bold. I'm sure his teammates and coaches were wondering why he'd do that now. But it worked.
Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And now the intentional foul. They'll stop it with 14 seconds left in the game.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. The Pelicans will take the timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Brandon Ingram, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. We get a whistle and a foul with 1 second to go. It's not in the bag yet, but it would take a real meltdown for this to slip away.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Long key from three-quarters court. It's the Suns with the victory. And they're moving on to the second round of the NBA playoffs. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns have advanced to the next level, but the goal remains the same: win an NBA championship. Little by little, these guys are doing it one by one. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored to the Phoenix Suns. The Pelicans. We're hoping for a different postseason future, but now it's about what-ifs of the past. The reality of the offseason is now upon them. Check out the leading scores for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.